Well, we last had Mark Wahlberg on the show a couple of months ago talking about his new Wahlburgers restaurants. Now he's spruiking what he calls his most important movie to date, a passion project which tells the true story of a boxer turned priest who inspired countless others along the way, with Marky Mark putting in millions of his own dollars and a lot of weight on to get it made. Brooke caught up with Mark in this Aussie TV exclusive to hear all about the biopic Father Stew.
Figured it out.
Yeah, seventh time's a charm.
I'm being an actor.
Oh, God.
Hello, Mark Wahlberg. How are you, mate?
Hi, how are you? Nice to see you.
Congratulations on Father Stew. I know it's been a passion project for you, and it is based on a true story. Where did you first hear about it, and why did you want to tell it?
I first heard about it from another priest. I was having dinner with two priests in Beverly Hills, and one of them started pitching me on a movie. I was like, this really can't be happening right now. But he pitched me not once, but twice, and the second time around, I said, wait a second here. Because it just sounded like it was too good to be true. By the end of the story, I was saying, okay, I'm making this movie. And I think he thought because I said it was making the movie that the movie would just get made overnight, not knowing how difficult it is to get a movie made, never mind a movie about a guy who was a boxer, tried to become an actor, falls in love with a girl, and then decides, you know, he's not only going to baptize, he's going to become a priest, and then dies of a rare disease. Not the easiest movie to pitch.
No, but it does sound like the beginning of a joke, like two priests walk into a bar.
That's what I say. Yeah, it's one of the most ridiculous kind of stereotypical jokes that you could possibly hear. But it's true. Hey!
Let's not waste either of our time. I'm a Catholic.
Well, ain't that what confession's for?
I can't date someone who isn't baptized.
I thought you was gonna say Hispanic.
And you've surrounded yourself with Aussies. You can't get enough of us, with Mel and Jackie in there.
Mel, Jackie, F45, Wahlberg's just opened in Australia. What do you mean? I'm an honorary Australian.
You are. And you know what I love about Jackie Weaver is that she's such a sweet woman, but she's been taking on these roles where she just has the filthiest mouth.
Yeah, she could be ferocious. She reminds me a lot of my mom, and I just want to take a second to personally, and I've done it to her, but I want her fellow countrymen and women to know how remarkable she was to me. I lost my mom during the movie, and she was really there to be a support system for me in Iraq. And sometimes she would say something, and sometimes she would just give me a look, but I always saw this kindness and love in her eyes. She was an angel. She was an absolute angel.
Oh, mate, I'm so sorry. I didn't know that you'd lost your mom during filming.
No, thank you for the condolences. I appreciate it.
Your son is about to make a huge mistake.
I'm gonna be a priest.
For Halloween.
This is the film that you stacked on all of that weight for, isn't it? So what was it, like 30 pounds or something in 3 weeks?
6 weeks. The myth is starting to grow. It was 3 weeks, and then somebody else said 2 weeks.
2 hours.
Before you know it, it's good. Yeah, 2 hours. Mark, how did you put on 30 pounds in an hour?
That's my dream. I would just drink gravy.
I know, but you can't. You see, that's not on the menu. Anything that you crave or desire is not on the menu. This is what I was thinking, because I was training to do the boxing, so I'm like, oh, I can't wait to start eating all the food, and then I go to see the doctor, and he's like, okay, here's the meal plan. He hands it to me, I'm like, porterhouse steak in the morning, 12 eggs, 12 pieces of bacon, 2 bowls of white rice, a glass of olive oil. What am I supposed to do with that? Yes. And then again, the next meal, 7 meals like that for the first 2 weeks, and then the second 2 weeks were like mostly like starches with the proteins. The 5th and 6th weeks were the same type of proteins with the starches and then the sodium. So everything else was just packed on with salt. And it was worse.
It makes me feel sick just hearing about it.
I still feel and have symptoms from all of the craziness it caused in me.
Oh no, I'm in big trouble. I'm in big trouble.
Father Stew hits cinemas on Thursday. Jackie Weaver and Mel Gibson playing your mum and dad. How cool's that, eh?
I mean, I love my cup of olive oil in the morning.
Gee whiz.
I don't know how I feel about that diet stuff.
No, I was going to have a hash brown, but I couldn't.
I was going to have a steak.
Were you?
I was going to start my Logies diet.
Oh.
But now I just think, you know, you've got to be a...
It's next month. You're leaving it a bit late.
No.
Just saying.
Whoa.
Dickie.
I love you too, Carlos.
No, I don't know.
He looks terrific.
Thank
You
you,
look
Ali.
That's
amazing.
fine. You have eat as many eggs and cups of olive oil as you wish.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bad Dickie.
Yeah. Bad Dickie.
Better get on
Good name for a movie.
It is actually.